Good evening, A-Team. First, before I get into Mel's training and whatnot, uh, wishing everyone safety and health and hope everybody is doing good. I know probably since the last time I've talked to some of you, which was early on when all the shutting down started, it's been a pretty scary time, and a lot of things have changed for a lot of people. I know a lot of people are out of work, and things are tough. So if you need me just to chat with or whatever the case may be, by all means reach out. I totally get it. I will be honest, I've been all over the map during all this. So anyway, I just to just to check on everybody kind of thing. So to get into Mel's training first, I am not punishing her. We have a very finite amount of time um, to get ready, and the purpose of the multiple sessions is, as opposed to having four long ones and a short one, because there's five main sessions. Um, I wanted her to be fresh. Now she, the challenge is the schedule, but I wanted things to move very quickly. So we have a couple of movements where I've broken down each lift. There's two snatch sessions and two clean and jerk sessions, and she is squatting some sort of squat on all four of those sessions. Now it's not heavy; it's all moderate. The advantage for us is with her strength and powerlifting background, power is not an issue, and so keeping that in mind, I want her to be squatting, for the movement, but it's not gonna be an issue for power. We've got that in spades. There's plenty of horsepower. What I've done is selected movements where her transition points seem to be the most difficult, and so that's what we're gonna work on those things for the next 6 weeks. Basically, it is a morning session where there's Melissa. There's a morning session where we do two snatch movements, squat, and then in the evening, it's very much a trap, and I do a light lats, face pulls, straight arm pull downs, those types of things, to really keep that area flexible. It's very light, nothing is heavy, and then ab work and side bends, and those sessions she should be done in no more than 30 minutes. Actually, she'll probably be able to blaze through them pretty good. Um, but the idea is to be fresh for each session. I don't want this to turn into an hour and a half to 2 hour long type sessions. That's not going to be beneficial. And again, with a 6 week period and then a deload, we don't have time, to do anything like that. And again, I don't know what experience everybody has with Olympic lifting meets, but the tempo is really fast. And so her fifth session will be, she'll warm up and it'll be much like a meet, but the percentages will be way lower. She'll have 3 attempt snatches, 3 attempt clean and jerks, and we're keeping the rest intervals very short. In an Olympic lifting meet, for you guys that are familiar with powerlifting, you go in rounds. So the bar goes up for the first round, and then when everybody completes their attempts, it goes to the second round. Not so much in Olympic lifting, because it's once the weight, say it starts at 50 kilos, it never goes down. So you could potentially follow yourself. And when your name is called, not unlike powerlifting, you have 1 minute to engage in the lift. If for some reason you hit 50 and say you want to go to 52 and the next lifter's lowest weight is 53, that means you follow yourself, or you miss the weight and nobody else is making that weight attempt. That means you'll follow yourself and you get a 2 minute clock. So it's a whole different ball game. It's still hard, but the exertion and the output is a little different. So everything's about being fast. Everything's about being dynamic. And again, we don't have to worry about Mel's power, and then we've got that in spades. So that's kind of the methodology behind that. And there's a lot of shrugging, going on, and we've got to make sure that is on point. And she'll be doing on her fifth session, as an example, she'll snatch 3 attempts, clean and jerk 3 attempts like we talked about, and then a snatch grip deadlift, just to kind of get a little bit of that pull work in. and getting used to pulling with that grip. It's, we're asking a lot, but it's going to be a good challenge. The idea is with this meet is like anybody's first powerlifting meet is let's go, let's compete, and let's get a total, and then that gives us a platform to build on. So we'll see what the future holds for there. I'd love to have a 12 or 16 week period to get her ready for an event, but I'm not sure that that's ever going to happen. So, which is fine. So anyway, for you bourbon people, this is a Jefferson's Pritchard Hill. It's a Cabernet finish. So what that means is they aged the bourbon. Jefferson's, I'm not sure how long this one was aged, but they do a pretty good job. And then for a period of time, they pour off the bourbon into used Cabernet wine barrels, and they let the age finish in those barrels. And you can definitely taste the Cabernet. This is one of my favorite Cabernet finishes. So MSRP about $75, and I highly recommend it. Also, for you beer types, Tailgate is a local brewery, and this lime lager is one of my favorites. I'm very much a citrus guy. I like wheats and lagers, and they do an orange wheat as well that I'm very, very fond of. So, cheers.